So 5 major causes of structural unemployment. These are the different things that cause people to, of course, lose their job because the jobs they're after do not meet the skills that they possess, do not meet the skills that are needed out there. So 5 major causes. Develop new technology. Obviously, that's going to be a big one. As new technology is developed, those people are going to be replaced. Robots in factories. You don't need those skills. If a robot can do your job in a factory, that we talked about before, for a heck of a lot cheaper because they don't have to pay life insurance, benefits, not death benefits, but could be death benefits, insurance, things like that. Robots just need maintenance. That's pretty much it to keep them going. They can work 24/7 without going to the bathroom. So new technology can replace you. So those people who are replaced by those robots, if they don't have the skills, they've got to learn new skills that they're not out there. So the skills coming have to be, or for those people, have to develop new skills in different places and keep up with the technology so that they're going to be able to stay prevalent in the workforce somewhere. And I can't tell you how that person gets replaced. You better see it coming. You better have been doing stuff to keep himself above and keep himself going, keep himself trying to stay ahead of the curve and not behind. That's why you have to continue to go back to school your entire life, basically. I mean, there's not many industries, not many careers that you're not constantly doing some sort of continuing education or some sort of development to make sure you stay prevalent in that job. So develop new technology. Discover new resources as things are new that we don't have. Which you think that we've discovered everything that can be used in the world, blah, blah, blah. That's not the case. But I don't have the examples of what it is going forward, but you think about the discovery of fossil fuels and be able to turn them into gasolines, into fuels and things like that, replacing the steam engine that was such a big technology developer and things like that. Of course, using electricity now to power vehicles and sun to power vehicles. That's not new technology for us, but that was new technology for the 1980s, going into the 90s, into the 2000s when that wasn't a thing. There were gas burners, and that was pretty much it. So how things get discovered and put together and use can replace different jobs that are out there because you no longer have that need of the steam engine person who's now a combustible engine. Changing the consumer's demands. There's a lot of things out there that at one time were hot and heavy and people were buying all the time, and you no longer buy those things. And the person who was making that, the slap bracelet, that's a stupid little thing, the fidget spinner, those little things like that, those are examples on a small scale. People who are mass producing those things and probably paying a lot of money to people who are doing them, and all of a sudden when that fad went over, people had to get laid off because you didn't need that many. Whether or not it really happened like that, but that's an example because that was something that was here and that was just gone. I mean, y'all probably still have a fidget spinner, but you don't play with that often. I mean, it's not something everybody probably still has a slap bracelet. My kids got a slap bracelet, but we wore them bad boys to school when I was in the 3rd grade. Everybody had them, and all of a sudden everybody stopped having them 6 months later. So things go and come, and demand changes. The different goods that are out there, the demand changes, and when we stop buying those goods, people get laid off. That's part of structural employment because we don't have a demand for those things. Globalization, what does globalization mean? It's the connecting of more and more countries. At one point in our history, everything was kind of made here. I mean, there's not a whole lot of stuff brought in. And as emails came and phones came and all the different ways of technology increased to where you can literally pick up the phone and call Russia and be like, hey, I need this. Or call China and say, hey, I need this. I need X amount. So people who are here are being replaced by jobs they can get in overseas and stuff like that. Goods that are made over there could be made cheaper. And so, as those people start to make those type goods and services cheaper somewhere else, they lose the jobs here. That's just basic. It's globalization. We're more connected now than we've ever been. We've been more connected in the past 20 years than we ever were before that, and made leaps and bounds from those 20 years ago. So that's going to cause a lot of people to lose their jobs as more and more countries get more and more connected. Lack of education is going to be a number one thing that's going to cause you to be structurally unemployed. There are a lot of industries out there that not having an education, you're going to be able to work for a long time. But those jobs get replaced by machines, get replaced by things. It's hard to get a job without an education or stopping your education. So you can have a great degree, but you stop getting knowledge, you stop expanding on your knowledge, and the lack of education for those skills needed can cause you to lose your job, be structurally unemployed. 20-year policymakers and government officials have developed job training programs because they recognize that globalization and computer technology has threatened the future many workers. Again, it goes back into the idea of them trying to create ways of training people, whether it be at home. A lot of online training now that occurs, obviously, in the past probably 10 years. You can do a lot of stuff at home now because people are busy and people have more jobs and stuff, and it's hard to go to school and work and be a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, single parent, something like that. And try to expand your education. My sister, she had a degree and she wanted to change degrees, so she worked in the hospital. Now she's a teacher. And during the time she was at home, she did most of her schooling online because she was raising 3 kids. She put a pause in her education when she had the 3rd kid, and then picked it back up later. And did a lot of it online because going to school was basically impossible with 3 kids in that schedule. So online changed that, and so. That's not just an example of government doing that, but that's an example of different ways that people can do it now while working a full-time job and keep your education prevalent and modern in what's going on. Retraining does take a long time. New skills are not sure a higher paying job. Just because I go back to school does not mean that I'm going to get paid more money. It's not guaranteed to pay more money. I have to make myself worth more, but that's why I've said before, I don't like just going to get CUs and renewing a license. If I'm going to get CUs, I want to do something different. So when my first license came up, I went through admin school, so I became an administrator. And so when I finished that, not only did I have my license get renewed, but then I was able to become an administrator, which did lead to more pay. The next time I did it, I didn't just go back to school to get a CEU. The next time I did it, I went to school and got AP certified. So I try not to just stay here on my training. I always want to elevate so I can be worth more, but that's not always an option for all careers and all jobs. Sometimes you just go back to school just so you can keep a job and stay up to modern techniques and modern methods. That doesn't guarantee you jobs, which of course takes time, efforts. It may take money out of your pocket, depending on your pocket, depending on what your job is and what they can pay. Some companies offer their own training programs to fit specifically what their labor needs are and can help make employees more valuable to the company. Those people do it in-house and things like that obviously can make it more directly related to your job, your specific job, not just the industry as a whole, but your specific job. And that's something a lot of people have begun doing over time because, again, while I can be replaced by somebody coming right out of college, they can't replace the experience that I have and the different knowledges that I've gained over the years that person will not gain for 15 years or however long I've been doing this now.